Hello, good afternoon. Thank you once again for joining me for another video. I hope you had a wonderful last week and you had some great results. And so we're just going to get straight into it. First start, right here we're doing the Italian Serie A, and our first game is Udinese versus Monza. Monza being the home team. I am saying here that this game is going to be a draw. This game being a draw. This game being a 1-all draw. Okay. I'll draw both teams to score. Yes. And so these are my predictions for the Monza versus Udinese game. I'm expecting the draw. The result should be 1-all and both teams to score. Otherwise, if you want to do a double bet, using a double chance, you could see let me take you here. You can say Monza or Udinese no goal. Alright. I think that's the best double chance. So you could bet that as well. Another game for this week is following game would be Lazio versus Inter Milan. And Lazio will be at home. Even though Lazio are at home, I'm expecting Inter Milan to win. Otherwise, it could end in a draw, but I'm going to give it into the win. Inter to win, both teams to score. Alright. Milan to win, both teams to score. My predicted scoreline for this game is 2-1 in favor of Inter Milan. Alright. 2-1 in favor of Inter Milan. And so those are my predictions for the Lazio versus Inter Milan game. Inter Milan to win, both teams to score. Alright. And as you can see here, my predicted scoreline is 2-1 in favor of Inter Milan. Our next game for this upcoming game week is going to be Cremonese versus Torino. Cremonese being the home team. I'm not expecting Inter Milan to overrun them here, but no, not Inter Milan, sorry, Torino to overrun them, but Torino has started well away from home this season. They won the game that they had away. And so therefore now I think that they could do a similar thing here, and so I'm going to have them winning by 1-0. Alright, I have Torino winning by 1-0. So my correct scoreline here is Torino to win 1-0. If you want to do a double chance, you can say Cremonese or Torino to win and both teams not to score yet. Alright, so those are my predictions for the Torino versus Cremonese game. Cremonese playing at home. I have Torino to win, both teams to score no. My predicted scoreline is Torino to win by 1-0. If you want to do a double chance, you can say Cremonese or Torino to win and both teams not to score. You're getting $2.50 for that, and that's a very nice odd. Alright, and so we're going to move on to our next game, which is Juventus versus Roma. Juventus playing at home for this one, and so therefore let me show you here. Juventus playing at home, and Juventus didn't do too well last season at home. They were very, I'd say, below par based on their standards for the most part. The results were not wonderful, but they managed to stay in the top 4, and so that would have been good somewhat, but they weren't very so. And Mourinho being the coach here, I wouldn't be surprised if this one ends in a draw. So therefore I'm going to have this one as a draw. Juventus versus Roma, I'm going to have this one ended in a 2-all draw. Both teams to score. 2-all draw. 2-all draw. Alright. If you want to do a double chance, you can say Juventus or Roma to win and both teams to score, yeah? Alright. So these are my predictions for the Juventus versus Roma game. It should end in a draw. I'm expecting both teams to score. I'm expecting a 2-all score line. This may be a 1-all score line. And for a double chance, you can say either Juventus or Roma to win and both teams to score, yes? It's just covering all the bases in case that you was that. That's how you should do it, yeah? And so therefore, those are my predictions for this game. Juventus versus Roma. Alright, our next game will be AC Milan versus Bologna, and I'm expecting AC Milan to take care of business here. Bologna, they are not doing too well. They're not very hot at the moment. I'm expecting AC Milan to win. Both teams to score no. And so therefore, in terms of a double chance, I'd say AC Milan are Bologna to win and both teams not to score. Alright, my predicted scoreline for this one is AC Milan to win by 2-0. Otherwise, they will go up to 3 goals. If it's a really good day for them, they might go up to 4. Alright, so this is now, if you want to go on the handicap system, you can go and bet for AC Milan to win by a goal. In case you don't want to bet on correct score, you can bet for AC Milan to win by a goal and you're getting $1.90 for that. Alright, so these are my predictions for the AC Milan versus Bologna game. AC Milan to win, both teams to score no. If you want to do a double chance, you can say AC Milan or Bologna to win and both teams not to score, getting $2 for that. My predicted scoreline is that AC Milan should win by 2-0. And also, if you don't want to bet the predicted scoreline, you can also go and bet on the handicap system for AC Milan to win by a goal. That's $1.90. Alright, moving on to the next game, which will be Spezia versus Sassuolo. Alright, Spezia versus Sassuolo. For this game, I'm expecting a draw. Yeah, Spezia versus Sassuolo. I'm expecting a draw for this game. Both teams to score. Yeah, I'm expecting a 1-1 draw. Yes, both teams to score. If you want to do a double chance, you could easily well go and say Spezia or Sassuolo to win and both teams to score. Alright, I bet you could err on the side of the home team and say Spezia to win or draw and both teams to score. Alright, that's why these are my predictions for this game. This game should end in a draw. Both teams to score yes. 1-1 score line. If you want to do a double chance against a Spezia or a draw, Spezia to win or a draw and both teams to score yes. Alright, these are my predictions for that particular game. Spezia versus Sassuolo. Moving on to our next game, right on for our next game, which is Verona versus Atalanta. Alright, Verona versus Atalanta. This one here, I'm expecting Atalanta to win. Expecting Atalanta to win by 2-1, so both teams to score. Both teams to score and Atalanta to win. Alright, in terms of a double chance, you can go both to score and Atalanta to win. Alright, let's say Atalanta or Verona both to score yes. Predicted scoreline 2-1 in favor of Atalanta. Alright, my predictions for the Verona versus Atalanta game. Verona being the home team, I'm expecting Atalanta to win. Expecting both teams to score. As I said, Atalanta to win and both teams to score. That's also another option that you can bet on. And you can also bet Verona or Atalanta to win and both teams to score. You're getting nice odds for that. Predicted scoreline is Verona is Atalanta to win by 2-1. Alright, those are my predictions for the Verona versus Atalanta game. Moving right on for our next game, and our next game will be Salernitana versus Sampdoria. I always have issues pronouncing that. Salernitana. Still getting it wrong now. It's gonna take me some time, alright? So my predictions for that game is I'm expecting this one to end in a victory for the home team. I'm expecting them to win by a goal. And so therefore I have Salernitana winning by a goal, both teams not to score. And if you want to do a double chance, you can say Salernitana or Sampdoria to win and both teams not to score. My predicted scoreline for this one is Salernitana to win by a goal to nil. Alright, my predictions for the Salernitana versus Sampdoria game is for Salernitana to win and they should win this game by a goal to nil. So both teams not to score. Sampdoria or Salernitana to win and both teams not to score. That's also another option that you can take up. Yes, and also my predicted scoreline is Salernitana to win by a goal to nil. Otherwise, this game might end in a draw. Those are my predictions for this particular game, Salernitana versus Sampdoria. Alright. moving right on to our next game, which is Fiorentina versus Napoli. Fiorentina, they are off to a very poor start. They should be playing some European game during the week here. Maybe I think it's today or maybe tomorrow. They should be playing, so that might affect them in this game. And so therefore Napoli could take this one from them. Even though Napoli, they have been themselves over the past season and a half, I think. But based on the start that Fiorentina got, I think I'm going to go with Napoli to take this one. Napoli to take this one and both teams to score. Yes. And so therefore Napoli to win and both teams to score. Yes. And also my predicted scoreline is for Napoli to win this one 2-1. Alright. 2-1. And so my prediction for this game is Fiorentina versus Napoli. Fiorentina being at home is for Napoli to win, both teams to score, yes. Napoli to win and both teams to score, yes. So that's a very nice odds. $3.80. $3.80 rather. And also my predicted scoreline is Napoli to win by 2-1. Alright, so these are my predictions for the Fiorentina versus Napoli game. So we're going to move right along to our next game, the final game for this game week, which is Lecce versus Empoli. Alright, Lecce being at home had a very great result last week. Yes, and so therefore let's see if they can follow it up. But for this game, I'm going to select them to win. I'm going to select Lecce to win, both teams to score, yes. So we can also go with this here. Lecce to win and both teams to score. Very nice odds for that. Right, and you can also use this one, which is either Lecce or Empoli to win and both teams to score. It's like option I guess as well. My predicted scoreline for this game is that Lecce to win by 2-1. Alright then. So recapping my predictions for the Lecce versus Empoli game. Lecce playing at home. I'm expecting Lecce to win. Both teams to score, yes. And Lecce to win and both teams to score. That's $4.20. You can also take that. Or you can go with this double chance of Lecce or Empoli to win and both teams to score. And my predicted scoreline is Lecce to win 2-1. Alright. So those are my predictions for the Lecce versus Empoli game. And so those are the games for the Italian Serie A this week. And so therefore, as I usually say to you, whenever you're making a betting slips, try not to make them too long. Ensure that you put at least maybe 4 or 5 games per slip. If you have a big bankroll, you can go with 3 games. Alright, you mix and match your games, maybe 1 or 2 games from separate leagues from the top 5 leagues, or whichever leagues that you favor. Well, prefer the leagues that I'm giving the predictions on, so you can watch my videos and you can give it a like and you can share with your friends, and so that we can have more persons coming and building up this community of punters. You know what I mean? We enjoy doing this. This is a sport that I like very much. It's a numbers game that you can reason out, yeah, and that's the reason why I like it so much. So I wish you happy betting. As I say, you can go through, take the predictions from each game, take the ones that you want. You don't have to take them all, and then you just create your betting slip. As I say, 3 or 4 bets per slip, or 5 bets depending on your bankroll, and then you mix and match them. And I wish you all the best, and I hope that you all win and win big, that you can strengthen your bank balance and you can have a big smile on your face, so you can take a vacation and make a home for yourself and your family and take care of everything that you want to take care of. Alright, thank you for your support. Have a great day. Bye. Hello, good afternoon. Thank you once again for joining me for another video. Hope you had a wonderful last week and you had some great results. And so we're just going to get straight into it. First start, right here we're doing the Italian Serie A, and our first game is Udinese versus Monza. Monza being the home team. I'm saying here that this game is going to be a draw. And this game being a draw. This game being a 1-all draw. I'll draw both teams to score. Yes. And so these are my predictions for the Monza versus Udinese game. I'm expecting the draw. Result should be 1-all, and both teams to score. Otherwise, if you want to do a double bet, a double chance, you could see Let me take you here. You can say Monza Art with an easy no goal. Alright. I think that's the best double chance. So you could bet that as well. Another game for this week is following game would be Lazio versus Inter Milan. And Lazio will be at home. Even though Lazio are